Hey everybody, happy Mask Monday, friends and ladies collaboration day. Happy Monday, everybody. All right, you guys, as you can see behind me here, I've got empties. That's 2 months of empties. So we will be going through a whole big old pile of goodies. First, we're going to do, of course, our mask. I am remembered to grab the dermatology under eye masks. Going to put those on, and then I'm going to use this Verpia hyaluronic acid mask. I've used this before. It's Korean beauty as well as most of the masks that I use are. I try not to buy the ones that are made in China. I just don't look for them. But I've used them and they're okay. All right, so I'm going to quick get these under eye masks on. They're out of the refrigerator, of course, and they're cold, 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 cold. We had storms. So much of America got hit by storms. The Midwest, Great Plains states, all the way like Texas, all the way up into Wisconsin was crazy weather. Thankfully, we didn't have anything that was majorly severe, but it's strong thunderstorms. It just boomed and boomed and boomed Saturday night. Friday night, I watched a YouTuber who, weather person. So really, it's a group. I think for 6 hours was watching their live stream because of how violent the storms were. I hope nobody, none of my followers were impacted by all those tornadoes. There were, I believe, Friday, 92 or more tornado warnings across the US. That was crazy. All right, so we're going to go ahead and put this on. Get into that real quick. And I thought I had my mask. Where did I go with that? Okay. You know what I did? I grabbed it and I forgot it. I don't know where I put it, but I usually use that pink mask to hold my mask in place, and I don't know where it went. I grabbed it and I probably set it down somewhere because I was grabbing the empties. So hopefully this mask won't fall off. We will see. It's quite gooey. This is the style of mask I like. It's thick enough. I'm not quite terrified I'm going to tear it. It holds a really good amount of serum. So I didn't do my empties. It's been like 2 months. I just didn't have enough after 1 month to make it worth the while. And now I've, I think, accumulated a decent bucket load full, or, bowl full. Okay. This has a nice, pleasant fragrance to it. I don't know that it's actually fragranced, but it smells reasonably nice. Nothing that I would maybe recognize. Whew. But it's, at least it smells good and it doesn't smell bad. I'm going to drag that extra serum. I think there's enough serum in here to do 2. You guys know I always like to try to do that. This is going to be fun talking without getting this on my lips. This seems to be like really nicely. It's down over my eyebrows. I didn't pull the nose thing down, but this seems to fit where it's supposed to. The mouth thing's actually a little small for me talking, but we'll make do. Okay, so let's get into empties. I have my trash bin and my recycle bin right here. I have my bucket of goodies. So we'll get into it. You guys remember this mask? This is from, I think, last week's snail mask. So that's a good one. Then I did the Tony Moly I'm Rice. I believe I used that at least twice. You guys know I just bought a bunch of these recently at TJ Maxx, so love that. All right, let's get into other stuff. This I bought at a TJ Maxx a long time ago. And I've used these sheet masks, this brand's sheet mask, the snail sheet mask. This is Esfolio, and this was, I had found they had a bunch of Esfolio products that kind of went along with the different masks that I'd been using. So I tried the snail cleansing foam. So this is like a little a facial cleanser, and it's snail secretion filtrate. Contains snail secretion filtrate for moisturizing and helps make your skin moist and hydrated after washing your face, which it does. However, I'm not going to rebuy this because it was really stingy. It really bubbles and suds up, and I just, too many times where it got a little close to my eyes and it just burned and stung. So I ended up, like, for a long time, I just wasn't using it because it kind of drove me crazy. But I've been actually decided to use it up and was using it on just my body. And it's very nice. It does leave your skin feeling really moist and hydrated. I just didn't like the sudsy, stingy around my eyes. They're sensitive enough that it drove me crazy. So on that note, you know, it does what it does. If that, you know, if you're not going to use it in your face, I think this is a pretty good deal. And I don't see that the price is on here anymore. I don't remember, but I got this at TJ Maxx. I still see them selling these. So you can still find all the different Esfolio options a lot of times at TJ Maxx, maybe Marshall's too. So that's that one. I used up my Degree Advanced. This one is in Sexy Intrigue is the scent or the fragrance of this. I like that smell. The name just makes me laugh. But I actually like this brand. I got 2 of these in the Walmart beauty boxes. This is the Dove Advanced Care. This is also an antiperspirant deodorant. What does it say? Cool Essentials Dry Spray. 40, it says it's supposed to have 48-hour. I don't know. I never really paid attention. Yep, I do have the second one here. So because I got 2 Walmart boxes, I got 2 of these. I used them up. I liked it. I liked it a lot. The Leaping Bunny is on here. It's cruelty free. It's a Unilever brand. So yeah, I would consider buying this. I guess that means Walmart influenced me, but I liked those. You can hear it going into the recycle bin. This one, I'm embarrassed to say, has been like in my shower for forever. This is you can't even read it, Glam Glow Super Cleanse Clearing Cream to Foam Cleanser. Again, same thing, foaming. I actually did like this, but I was careful to not use too much of it. And I just have so many products in my shower. Oftentimes I kind of forget about this. But this is a triple charcoal complex. So it wasn't one that I was going to reach for every day anyway. It was at most maybe like a once a week. And if like during the winter time, it wasn't something that I was like eager to grab because of the charcoal. But honestly, I did not have an issue with it at all. I really liked this product. So I would say, you know, unless you have a real issue with charcoal, I don't mind it. I'm just careful about how much I use it. I liked this product and I would absolutely buy this again. I thought it was really nice. So comment down below if you've used this one. I think I got this in my BoxyCharm eons ago. Like I said, it just took forever to use it. It is 5 ounces, so it was a really generous amount. Again, you can almost see some of the charcoal residue, but it was in my shower so long, like the branding, the labeling kind of started to come off. So there's that one. I had a little Charlotte Tilbury, you know, sample that came in. I had gotten her like one of her little mystery boxes. This is her Charlotte's Magic Cream Instant Turnaround Moisturizer. You know, it honestly was such a small amount. It was nice, but with such a small amount, I don't know how you could ever decide whether or not you really liked it. So, I don't know. It was okay. Here's a couple more masks. This is the Everyday Jasmine mask. What was the... Oh yeah, Face Tory. That was that one from Face Tory. Got that in friend mail. And then this is another one from Mally Systems. This was the vitamin hydrating essence mask. I really like these, actually, these Mally Systems one. Of course, they are, like I said, Korean. I try to find the Korean skincare. So I liked that a lot. I got some vitamins in here. I am very careful, and I actually need to take some because I did a lot of walking around a little bit this weekend. I do take magnesium. This is one you can get. I know you can probably get this in a lot of stores. There's a lot of different types of magnesium. This is my magnesium glycinate, 200 milligram. This was 60 capsules. So this is to help with muscle soreness and sleeping and brain function. The adult, let's see, the dose says adult take 2 capsules daily with water and a meal. Again, 60 capsules. So, you know, by taking 2, this is a 30-day supply. So you have to be careful because if you take the wrong magnesium, you will be on the toilet a lot. So, but that's a nice one. Then I have, this is a collagen and C from Spring Valley, for hair, skin, nails, all that good stuff. 90 tablets. It's a serving size of 3 tablets, so that's what that one is. Again, since there's 90, this is again a 30-day supply. So I like those. We're actually getting through this pretty quick. You guys have seen me periodically. Now I've changed the brand I'm using. Oop, that's kind of coming loose. But used a tube of the Arm & Hammer Peroxicare. It's funny, when I first got this, it does have a little bit of that like peroxide-y kind of weird, I don't want to say taste, but flavor. So it is clean mint. It's just kind of had a weird tint to it. It actually doesn't bother me. I think I've used like 4 or 5 of these tubes. I'm on a different brand right now. I do tend to rotate, but I'll be buying this again. I know I will. I like it. You all know I've talked about this. I got this through the Boxy, Ipsy, Drop Shot, whatever you want to call it. The Yensa Pink Lotus Peptide Renewal Face Cream. I love this. I've got another one going. I actually didn't shop the last Mega Drop Shop. I'm going to be probably pretty sorry that I didn't do that, because I'll be sorry when I run out of these. I may have to pay attention a little bit closer and see if I can get these in a month or two. But absolutely, y'all have probably heard me on other empties. I recommend this. I love this so much. Love this. Love this. I think it's fantastic. I've got a link down below to Yensa as well if you want to buy it direct from Yensa, because I don't know how long. It might not even be available anymore through Ipsy. I don't know, but loved that. I used up a couple fragrances. I have been trying to use up, I have this habit of using all the different fragrances and I never get close to using one up. So I've been kind of looking for ones that I've been slowly using down and like focusing on using those up. So this one's super cute. It's got the pink ribbon for breast cancer awareness, and this scent was Yellow Diamond. So used that one up. And then here's one. It's kind of a fun yellowy green color. And this was Amo Ferragamo. Really nice fragrance smells. And this one's just a standard red. And this one was Guilty by Gucci. Gucci Guilty, or Guilty Gucci, it says. That's a fragrance I love. I actually have a full bottle of it back there. So it's one I tend to use a lot. So these were really great. I'll take out the fragrance atomizers and recycle them all. I have so many of these, I actually don't keep them. I recycle them. This is a little itty bitty. It is Sunday Riley's B3, or their niacinamide drops. And it kind of got me because you can probably see there's a little bit left. It's like dark, but I loved this. There's just a little bit left. You can see it on my hand. I was so bummed. This is like literally all you get in the little sample, but it's wonderful. I would absolutely recommend, if you're looking for a good niacinamide, if you can find it. Man, I loved it. I loved the Sunday Riley. This just is so cute. I mean, it's so tiny. It kind of makes me giggle, but kind of feels like it's Barbie dollish, or at least dollish. But that's one I would recommend. I really like it. I got a little bit out on here. It's on my backs of my hands, and it's just it's really wonderful. This is a Maybelline. I think I got this in Walmart. This is their let's see, what is it called? The Curl Bounce. It's a mascara, Colossal Curl Bounce. I don't like this yellow text on the white. It's kind of ridiculously weird to read. It's not awful, but it's not great. I liked it, but I would never, I didn't like it that much. I liked the spoolie, the wand. I don't like them any bigger than that. I have trouble applicating. Here's the problem with this. Like, I found it flaked down, and I was getting like raccoon eyes. It was coming off and ending up like staining all underneath here and flaking. And then I literally looked like everything was melting down my face. So it was okay. But it did tend to kind of, after a while, come off, and I get that dark under eye. So that disappointed me, because I am a fan of Maybelline. Most of their stuff's pretty good. So that one was a little disappointing. Another favorite, you guys have seen me ooh and ah over this and use this quite a bit. I always try to find this with Ipsy if I can, for like the drop shop or as an add-on. Pure Lease, one of my favorite brands. This is their Blue Lotus Balancing Moisturizer. Remember, I ordered a bunch of these in my last unboxing of the Mega Drop Shop. This is awesome. Love this. I have one of these that I'm using right now that is this, but it has the added SPF 30 in it. And I'm just using it from like, here down on my neck. Because it's the SPF that's in it is a chemical, and I find that it kind of travels, and it gets like, it's hard to explain, but I start to get a little stingy around the eyes if it's sliding around on my face a little bit. And I get to even like, I don't put it on my lips, but I feel like 10 minutes after I've put it on, I can sort of taste it like it's sliding down my face onto my lips. So I don't like the SPF version of this, but I love this version. So that's just me being really picky about it. But yeah, I mean, I moisturize all the time. So this one I definitely recommend. Love it. Speaking of products that I love, this is a holy grail. You guys know this. Dermatology's Universal Tinted Moisturizing with SPF 46. I have this on auto refill every 60 days or so. I might have it on 45 days, but I think I got kind of, I ordered a lot. I think it was coming too quick. So I have actually postponed a couple of my reorders because I'm trying to go through the products I have in stock. But this is a holy grail for me. I use this absolutely every single day. Like I said, it's the Universal Tinted Moisturizer with an SPF 46. It is a chemical SPF. There's two chemical, well, actually there's a physical and a chemical in here. The physical SPF is a 12% zinc oxide. That's the physical SPF. And then the chemical SPF is octinoxate at 7.5%. It's got a little bit of a tint, just to kind of ward off that kind of, even though they're making a clear zinc now and clear titanium, you still kind of get that almost white cast. Not as bad as it used to be using the physical sunscreens, which nobody ever wanted because you looked like you had like pure zinc all over your face. But you can kind of see I haven't rubbed it in fully, but the tinting is just, it just almost disappears on me. I don't, it's not meant to be any sort of makeup at all. So it doesn't really have any of that. If you're looking to think that this is going to be like a type of foundation, it's not. And this is coming from, I've been have a whole bunch of these left over from hair color boxes. Y'all know I use Nature Tint when I color my hair. And this is just from an old box. It's the number 2, which is the protective conditioner. I love this conditioner. Now they've changed it up a little bit. Now, I get those green tubes and it's a different type of conditioner. It's a mask. So, yep, I like this a lot. Wish they had kept that in there. I got another, two more items. This one is the 111 Skin. The Vitamin Brightening Booster. This was okay. So with vitamin C, sorry, it's vitamin C. You need to protect the vitamin C serum from any kind of light, which is why it's a dark glass bottle. So they win on that. But unless you have found a way to kind of prevent the vitamin C from turning, it shouldn't be exposed to any sort of air. So it should have like a pump, and it should be in a kind of a bottle that the product shrinks up into, like this one does. So this is a dropper. So you've immediately exposed all the vitamin C to air repeatedly. It's open now. And so that can cause the vitamin C to like oxidize and turn and become just not good anymore. So I think, there's not a lot on this little bottle. This is kind of more of it's a small bottle. It might be, they might have gotten enough ingredients in here that it's stabilized. But if it's not stabilized, it turned color on me. So I wasn't really convinced that it was really doing what it was supposed to do. You probably can't even see that now, but it kind of came out with a different color to it. And I was like, is this already gone bad? Without having like a lot of detailed information on here, whether it's stabilized or not. I don't know. 111 Skin purports to be really high-end and expensive. They're going to want a lot of money for something this size. This is 20 milliliters or 0.68 fluid ounces. I'm not convinced. I need to probably read more on that. They definitely win with keeping the light out, because light will oxidize and cause the vitamin C to go bad. But, this, to me, is disappointing. It just disappoints me. If if it's stabilized, that would probably be why it would be worth decent money from this brand. So jury's out on this, is my opinion. If it's stabilized, if the literature says it's a stabilized vitamin C, then I'm all in on it. But I don't know. I didn't look, and I apologize. So that's my warning is, you know, you guys, a lot of places, or a lot of places, I should say, a lot of brands are selling vitamin C, but here's the thing, unless it's stabilized, and stabilizing vitamin C is not cheap. So it needs to be dark. It needs to be absolutely, or something that's just completely opaque like this, you know, as long as you can't see through it, because light ruins vitamin C. And then it has to be airtight. It has to be absolutely airtight, or it has to be stabilized. So yeah, anyway, this is the last thing. This one again was a little sample. I think this was in Walmart box, I think, or it was Macy's, I don't remember. Number 7's, I think it was Walmart, because I had 2 of these. And I think, yeah, I think my second one is still on my bathroom counter because I have just maybe 1 more day's use out of it. This is a number 7 Future Renew Damage Reversal Day Cream. It's a sunscreen, SPF 25, which honestly, you guys, I would not buy an SPF 25 outright. It's nice when you get products that have it in it, like the Blue Lotus that I was telling you has the SPF 30 in it. But again, you know, any kind of a moisturizer with it has a chemical SPF, I'm always afraid it's going to slide, like I said, that the Blue Lotus does. But this has, it's all chemical sunscreens. I'll read you guys what they are. Avobenzone at 3%, octinoxate at 0.5%, octisalate at 5%, and octocrylene at 7.5. You know, it's got good UVA and UVB. The thing you got to remember about chemical sunscreens is you have to continuously reapply them, or they're very ineffective. So how they work is the chemical is absorbed into the skin, and what it does is when the UVA or B light hits your skin, it causes a chemical reaction and kind of, we'll say, exports that UVA or UVB in the form of heat instead of letting it into your skin and damaging it. So when all that chemical is used up from doing that, there's no more SPF protection on your face. So you have to keep reapplying or you're going to get a sunburn. Whereas a chemical, yep, every probably hour, maybe half hour if you're outside sweating, but every hour you need to reapply. But if you're using a physical, you know, like the zinc oxide or the titanium oxides or dioxides, that's like putting a piece of clothing on, right? Like unless you're sweating and wiping it off, that's on there. It's covering. Much less need to like frequently reapply. You might only have to reapply that every couple of hours, depending on how sweaty and stuff you are. Whereas the chemical sunscreens, you really, really have to remember, you have to keep reapplying this several times if you're outside in the sun, if you're in the water, if you're sweating, you got to do like, you might have to reapply every half hour. So there's some real, you know, negative drawbacks to the chemical sunscreens versus using a physical barrier. So that's it, guys. I am trying really hard to use up stuff. The problem is I'm trying so hard. I have like, I'm not kidding you, I probably have like 10 or 15 different types of products on my counter, you know, anywhere from tiny to larger that I'm trying to use up. So I'm really trying to go through stuff, use it up, you know, use some of these samples. You know, that mascara I showed you, I kept using it because I feel bad when, you know, I have a product and I've used it for like a month and I know I can get another 1 or 2 months out of it. But at the same point in time, I'm like, I have a million more mascaras I want to try. Was kind of disappointed, as I mentioned before, in that one, you know, eventually having that kind of raccoon, you know, it was just kind of flaking off and ending up, you know, getting mixed into my makeup and then giving me that raccoon look. So got rid of that one, even though I probably could have gotten another month or 2 out of it. And I'm using one right now that's a kind of a high-end brand, and I'm kind of disappointed in it. So hopefully that'll be in my next set of empties. But yeah, I am ready to start May with an little empty bowl and hopefully get some good stuff in there. So okay, guys, that's it for Mask Monday Ladies. We got a quick talk about the giveaway. I already have last week, whoever we picked for tonight for last week's winner, I already got everything put together. It's a good one. I hope you enjoy it. But we'll do one for This week it's going to be another mystery box, or bag, or whatever you want to call it, mystery mailer. Let's go ahead and use, you might want to screenshot this, or if you don't know how to spell it, because this is one you're going to want to spell. Even though I use a spell, I don't use a spell checker or anything, but I do use a comment picker, but I don't have it pick on a word because I don't pay for it. I use the free version, so I have to find it. So to your best to spell this right, so I understand what you're saying. But in honor of this mask, let's go ahead and use the word hyaluronic. That's how you spell it. Hyaluronic, hyaluronic. That's a mouthful. Hyaluronic, I guess is how you would say that. But yep, so you have to use that in sentence format if you want to be entered in this giveaway. You need to be publicly subscribed to my channel. You need to have a mailing address here in the US. You need to be an adult, 18 years of age or older. Again, publicly subscribed. I talk about that every week. If you haven't figured out what I'm talking about, it's in all my other Mask Monday Ladies videos. There's a link down in YouTube. When you sign into YouTube for the very first time, everything is set to private. It's a privacy thing. You actually have to go in there and manually turn it to public. There's a bunch of you guys who are leaving me comments and saying, "Oh, I checked," but you guys see every week in the video, we go into the back side of the YouTube studio. That little, if I don't see that little round orange teeny weeny little symbol by your username, that means your subscriptions, you're either not subscribed or your subscriptions are private. And on the not subscribed thing, please check, because YouTube's been unsubscribing people. I talk about it all the time, and you guys are all like, "Oh my gosh, I just got unsubscribed from a whole bunch of people I follow." So I say it every week. I don't know why YouTube's algorithm does that. I know they're hugely concerned, is I guess the way to say it, about the quality of the TT, the tick in the talk. Their algorithm is so good. But I would say, YouTube, how about stop unsubscribing people? You know what? That's not YouTube's responsibility to unsubscribe people from the channels they follow. They shouldn't be doing that, and they do that. So it's happened to me. It's happened to other creators. I know it's happened to a bunch of you. You guys talk about it all the time. So if you're missing, if you're somebody you've been subscribed to a long time has disappeared out of your For You page, you might have gotten unsubscribed. But double check, just check that little subscribe button down below here, below the video. And if it says subscribe, that means you're not subscribed. But if it says subscribed with a D on the end, you're good to go. All right, off my little soapbox. But, all the rules are down below in the description. Make sure you understand them, okay? Because I just kind of gloss over a few of them. You can't have one within the last 4 weeks. I don't want to have, somebody win 2 weeks in a row. But let me know if you got questions, guys. Like I said, make sure you leave a comment with that word in sentence format if you want to get entered. And if you don't, that's fine too. You can still leave a comment. Just don't use that word. I'm going to say goodbye. Don't go anywhere, guys, because we do have to pick the winner for last week, okay? So hope everybody, like I said, did okay with these storms. Honestly, Friday night, I think, like I said, I think I watched the YouTube live stream for 6 hours. I had my cell phone. I pay for a weather app, a pretty good quality weather app. It was showing me the exact same radar that they were showing on the screen. There was, they were hooking up with people on the ground, the storm spotters on the ground, and then there were 2 meteorologists that were on doing the live stream, and it was crazy. It was scary. Some of the most intense, scary radar I've ever seen. So I honestly hope you guys are all okay, that nobody was impacted. But yeah, kind of a wild weekend. So have a good one, guys. Like I said, you don't go anywhere, but I will see you all in my next video. Okay, bye, guys. Hey everybody, here we are. It is the comment picker. I have it all set up, ready to go. Even did the math. 4 + 3 is 7. Let's see how many people left comments. 32 unique comments, one of which will have been me. Remember last week, you guys, when it picked me? That was kind of funny. So good luck, guys. The word I'm looking for that you should have used in order to get entered was snail, in honor of the snail mask I was using. So good luck. Here we go. Miss Deb Richter, happy Mask Monday. Congratulations, your winner. I have yet to try a snail mask. Okay, so she used the word. We're going to go into the YouTube studio and try to find Miss Deb here and make sure she's subscribed. Make sure I don't go flying past her comment because I have a tendency to go through here pretty quick. Sorry, hopefully I'm not making you guys car sick here. Or motion sick, I should say. Where are you, my dear? I probably went by already. Yep, I had to have gone by. We're going to start at the top again. All right, where is she? Oh, you gotta love the studio. I swear. Oh, you know, she could have left it in a comment in somebody's comments. Oh, and I didn't even look. Okay, we'll go slower. I have a tendency to go too fast. There she is. Look at, see, I went right by her. Now I got her at the top, sort of. Cut off her. There we go. Okay. Sorry, Deb. Here you are. So I talked earlier about that little symbol. It's this one right here where my mouse is, this little kind of reddish one, and I hover over it. It says publicly subscribe to you for a certain amount. Look at Deb, 3 weeks. I think she left me a comment like a couple of weeks ago on a video and said she realized, oh, yep, that's right. YouTube had unsubscribed her. So that does happen, sadly, but she's been subscribed to me again. She resubscribed, and she even told me about it in a video. So, Miss Deb, will you drop me an email, please? Channel email is opinionatedhorsewoman@gmail.com, all one word in there. I need you to verify your address. If you would like to send me your cell number to include in the shipping, I can do that. US Postal Service will then, or can then, send you text updates on the location of when your package would be delivered, but that's up to you. So I do need your email, which of course when you email me I will get that, but more importantly, a correct mailing address, please. So thanks everybody. Like I said, hope you guys had a nice weekend. It was pretty scary weather-wise. Hope nobody was affected, negatively affected, but yeah, have a great one, guys. I will see y'all in my next video. Okay, bye guys.